There you are. I was wondering when I would get to see you. The infamous Bright Blade of Losoria. Tell me, are you excited? Excited to see me here in your torture chamber? Do you enjoy having me bound and tied like some slave? Down on my knees before you. Nothing. You have nothing to say. Funny. You aren't going to brag, nor are you going to gloat. Still not talking. How rude. Am I not worthy of your voice? And so you speak. What a shock. Here I was, beginning to think that I would be tortured using the silent treatment. So your wit hasn't dulled any. But no, I would not have called what I had just done begging to hear you speak. Rather, I need you to communicate with me, so we can hurry this process along and I can be free of your presence once again. Yes, I am well aware that I am captured, and I also am aware that I will not be escaping any time soon. But dealing with you is a brutal type of torture of its own. So I should like you to leave as soon as possible. What a shame. I hate for you to be around me for too long. Let's be honest with ourselves, it is quite a pain. Oh, what are you reaching for there? Did you bring me a gift? How sweet of you. What? Excuse me, but is that ale? Oh, I didn't think of you as the type to drink on the job. What would your beloved sovereign think of such a brutish act? Mead, then, if not ale. My question still stands. Well, if not some sort of alcohol, then what is it? A truth potion. I assume that you plan to make me drink that ridiculous... What the hell? Fine. Force it down my throat, why don't you? Would you look at that? I never would have thought that you would have learned to play dirty. But here we are. I'd almost be proud. You know, the circumstances were a tad bit different. I cannot say that I am not flattered that you think so highly of my strength that physical torture seems too weak. But given the situation, I think I am not as flattered as I should be. Well, I suppose I should ask, how long until this potion takes effect? I should think that the effects aren't immediate. Oh, only a minute then. And with a compulsion charm. Hells, you must have a powerful mage behind it then. I hear these usually only begin to work after at least an hour. Ah, I see. Your mind, it is as sharp as ever, though I hate to admit it. Oh, wipe that grin off your face. You have no reason to look so smug when you have known my admiration of your mind since even before we went our separate ways. Listen, do not flatter yourself so much. Just because I admire your wit does not mean that I have anything else to admire you for. Of course I don't. How could I possibly admire you as a whole when I despise you for more than I praise you? Gods! I hate you. I hate you more than anything in this world. There are no words in any language from now until the end of time that could begin to explain how much I hate. But I've said enough. No need for me to continue on about emotions. After all, that's not why you are here. I'm sure you have other pressing issues. But that does lead to the question, what does bring you here, I'm sure you've come to interrogate me on something. So? Go on, girl, what is it? Well, if you're not sure that it's working, why don't you ask me a few questions to see if I answer truthfully? Yes, I suppose I could answer truthfully on my own and pretend that it is working. But if that's the case, you could ask me questions that I wouldn't want to answer truthfully. The better swordsman between the two of us, of course, that would be... It would be... Fine. It is you. You are the better swordsman. Irrational fears? You of all people should know that I have no... Fine. All right, yes. I do have a fear of mirrors being able to watch me. You already knew that. There's no need to bring it up again if you already know. So, you are asking me to tell you who the first person that I told you that I loved If that's the case, the first person who I ever told you that I loved was the blacksmith's apprentice. We were young. I think I had only just joined the Waywards. Only a few months prior, we had been passing through their village on our way to a bigger kingdom that had hired us. I remember thinking of how beautiful they looked, with the fire's glow illuminating them. And I spoke of them to you that night. That was the first person that I ever told you that I loved. Well, it's not as if I can lie. The potion works as much as I loathe to say it. Fine then, let's go on with it, so we can be done with whatever business you have for me. No, I was not planning to make an attack on your kingdom. The only reason I was passing near the border of Losoria was because I was attempting to travel to the Crovan Empire. There has been a marriage, and I was going to offer my well wishes to them, though I had also made plans to offer a trade negotiation that would ease the strain on our kingdoms as winter approaches. I offered the same deal to your sovereign, and I had decided to take a path closer to Losoria to see if they were going to meet me near the kingdom's edge as I suggested. True, I had also planned to discuss the details of the agreement, but apparently your crowned ruler decided to have me captured instead. Let me just say, while your guards are plenty strong, having to listen to their chatter this entire time has been a true form of torture of its own. Hells, what? What did I say that got you so worked up all of a sudden? What is wrong? Who have I spoken to? What do you mean? Who have I spoken to in general? In the past month? In my letters? Who I've spoken to in Losoria? I beg your pardon, I still do not understand. Do you want to know everyone I've spoken to from your kingdom ever? The guards? As in, the ones making sure I can't escape from this wretched room? The ones that taught me for being stupid enough to get caught? Why would I speak to the guards? About our past. Oh, hells. You're worried I told them. You're scared. It's quite adorable. You are scared that I told all the people of Losoria about how their beloved ruler and executioner, the infamous twice-dead crowned and Bright Blade of Losoria, used to be a mercenary. Worse yet, how they used to be Waywards, who were aligned with the leader of an enemy kingdom. Oh. None of them know, do they? No other soul in this kingdom has even the slightest idea that you, your beloved sovereign, and I were once wandering blades together, bound to each other by blood and oath. None of them know besides the same arrogant sovereign. These people just assumed you were a wandering hero, maybe even a part of their own army, who overthrew their former tyrant and nobly rose up to fill their place. Oh, if your past is no source of shame, then why are you so worried about your people finding out? What? You have nothing to say? Has the cat got your tongue? Or is it that you know that I am right? Oh, I know that you are loyal to Losoria over the oaths you made to the Waywards and myself. But your people don't know that, do they? They don't know that you broke all of those oaths for this kingdom and the twice-dead crown. Hells, they probably don't even know about the Waywards disbanding. If anything, I'd bet that if they found out about who you were, they would think you were planning to take down the kingdom from the inside. Imagine that. As a wayward, you protected Losoria's people from the corrupt crown, but now, as the right hand of the ruler, you both would be killed should your people ever find out that you are part of the same band of mercenaries. How ironic. No good deed ever goes unpunished, as the saying goes. Perhaps it's karma, then, for what you've done to me. Yes. Yes, I remember that once. You and I were friends, but that was long ago. That may as well be several lifetimes apart from where we stand now. I chose my path and you chose a path that opposed mine. Now our paths have led to this. I would say you and I are far from friends. Rather, I would say you and I are nothing more than enemies. You broke your vow, and you turned your back on me. I don't see how we could be anything besides enemies. I don't mean your oath to the Waywards. I couldn't care less about what we pledged in their name. They've been long dissolved for years now. None of us are bound to them anymore. I was talking about our oath. Our vow. Our promise to always stay beside each other. You told me that you would never leave my side. For years you told me that, and yet the very moment the twice dead and I chose our different paths, after disbanding you chose them. And you didn't even hesitate. You bastard. Why not me? I asked why you didn't choose me. It's the question I've been wanting to ask you every day since you and I turned our backs on each other and left for lives that weren't aligned with each other's. I ask myself that every morning. You chose them. You chose them over me. Everything you left at their side rather than mine. I want to know why. I can't go on without knowing. There has to be a reason, and I want to know why. I need to know why. You trusted them more than me? After all of it, after all, After everything, you trusted them more. Reckless. I've always been reckless. You know that. I thought it was something you liked about me. I guess I was led to believe that you found it charming. Why not? Why can't a ruler be both benevolent and reckless? It can't be impossible. My people don't think so. I've been good to my people, and they lived good lives under my rule. Hell, they've thrived with me as the head of Cancirius. I would never put people's lives in danger. I have only done my best to keep them safe. Of course I have. I do everything I can to keep them safe. I protect the people I care about. Yes, I have. I've always protected you, haven't I? Yes. Of course. Protecting you is something I was honored to do. Even if you didn't need it, I still protected you if I could. Why? Why? Why, you ask me why? It's because I still love you. No, I didn't mean that. I don't, I can't. Yes, I said that. Yes, I love you. Why? Why do you think that? I've always had feelings for you. And they've never left. I meant that I've always felt a certain way for you. I have since all of those years ago. How could you possibly not know what I mean? I should think that given the truth potion, you should be able to figure it out. You have a clever enough mind to understand these tangled words of mine. You must at least have a clue. Think then, Bright Blade. What drives us? What drives us as humans? What tempts us from beyond our grasp? What keeps us reaching out and grabbing for what we cannot have? What was sent millions to war? What has caused the spill of blood and loss of life? What makes the heart race and mind wander? What makes us who we are? Oh, gods. I suppose I cannot blame you, can I? It's not as if you'd have any reason to suspect I'd have such emotions toward you. I don't know why it pains me that you cannot see it. Love is love. And I don't know why, but I know that I love you. I adore you to the point that it hurts the core of my existence. My heart burns at each and every passing thought of you. My ears ring with the sound of your voice, even in my nightmares. Worse yet, in my dreams. The way your name is carved into my tongue haunts me, and each time I speak of you, feels as if the wounds reopen deeper than before. My body and mind are combined, forced with their love for you, and I can only fall beneath their strength. You are the sole person who is in possession of my heart, and there is no chance of reclaiming it. My heart is yours, and it has been since the moment our lives became intertwined. I doubt that anyone, myself included, could ever pull it free. I love you as metal loves the flame, no matter how cold it may be. You can melt me and burn me down until I'm neither sword nor crown. But despite this power you have over me, I love you still. No response. Nothing to say. Nothing to the painful secret I've held so close to my chest for years now. I guess that only makes sense. I suppose. After all, how could you have known? It's been years. How could you have possibly known that when I had begged you to join me and to stay by my side, that it wasn't for your skill, it was never for your blade, no, nor was it for your axe, nor your arrow. It was for your mind, your soul. I wanted your heart. Did you truly never realize that? Of course not. I was a fool to think so. Leave me, please. Your torture has been successful. You've weakened my mind and heart. I'll talk. I'll say whatever you want. But I will not talk to you. Send another in your place, more than one if you feel it necessary. This potion still has its hold on me. So send them before it expires. I will tell them whatever they wish. I can still feel your eyes on me. I will say it again, please. Please leave. It's not as if I can hide anything anymore, and there's no reason to. I will tell them everything, no double meanings or tangled words. They shall receive the truth, and they will receive it in whole. Please. Please just leave me. My heart cannot take this anymore. It's too much. With you looking at me like that, Please. Please, I beg you. Anyone else? Goodbye. You still